Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
We got to move this back. Got to move it up a little bit. Move it up a little bit. So I zoomed in. I zoomed it in because we were doing a 4K flip through. So now I got to back it back out. You know, when I do a flip through, I like to zoom in as close as I can to the cards. Welcome. Lady, you're early. DC, Nakona, Dimitri, Sarah, thank you for your donation. Sheila, what's going on? Star Bright, thank you for your donation. Paula, Linda, and DC, what is going on? What is going on? Good to see all of y'all. Good to see everybody. Thank you for your donation too. All right, Sarah. Sarah wants to know, Cappy Ram, thank you for your donation. All right. I warned him to stop playing video games. Oh, wait a minute. Stop playing video games. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, my friend. Good luck getting somebody to stop playing video games. I mean, I'm an addict, so, you know, I come in with a predisposition of video games. I just got to say. Anyway, is he gone for good? Let's see. I don't know. Video games or women? That is the universal question that we all ask as men. I'm going to tell you now. Hello, B. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Video games or women? Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, I got to say. All right, let's see. What's a good video game deck? We could use the manga. I'm not saying the manga is a video game. I'm just saying that, you know, for this kind of thing, that could be it. Andrew, welcome. What is going on? Good to see you. All right, if he's gone for good or not. If not, something else. Well, let's see. You know, you warned him. You said you got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. It's me or the games. I've heard that, I would say, at least 3 times in my life. If not, tell me when I would hear from him. What game was it? Okay, I need to know what game was it. This is important. This is important for the reading. I'm going to tell you now that, you know, depending upon your game, okay, because you could be doing a little Breath of the Wild and you'd be like, yeah, I need a break, right? Or you could be doing World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14, one of these other ones where you're never coming back. It depends. Anyway, how did he take it, and is he gone for good? Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight, and the Six of Pentacles. I don't think he's gone for good, I got to say. I think he may be coming back. So he doesn't play video games. Huh? Just childish games. I don't know. Oh, okay. Childish games. Okay. The Knight of Cups. No. It feels like they are coming back. That is for sure. They are coming back. Definitely there. The Knight of Cups says it is Mr. Romance. I think that they're gonna, you know, ease up on the personality games or the emotional games and whatnot. But yeah, I think that they're sort of trying to get the upper hand. And we say that because we have the Queen here. I think that they just want to mess with you and screw with you. You know, a little bit of, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They're going to do whatever they are going to do. The Queen and the Queen Wands and Cups, they're trying to get that emotional, sort of satisfaction or that emotional dominance that they need, because it seems like they need some of that. It's not something where they can sort of, just handle being even. So they sort of need to know that they can lean towards that, and they can be a little bit on the upper side of that. Six of Pentacles says they do come back. They do come back on the hands and knees, and they apologize, and they do come back. So I think that they are on their way back. If you're looking for a timeline, I would say about 3 weeks. Say 3 weeks, give them some time, and that is going to be a good thing when they come back. But I don't know. I don't think the head games are gone completely. That's the first thing that I see in this reading. I don't think the head games are gone completely. I think they're always going to have a little hint of it. They're always going to smell a little bit like it. So you just have to adjust. But I think they can just dial it down, right? Because people that do that, that is their habit. That's the way they communicate. That's the way they relate to people. But yeah, trying to get them to dial it down is going to be very critical because you really don't want them to just be full steam ahead. You're going to have to put up with at least a little bit of it, even if it's just a little minuscule microscopic piece in order to keep it going. Basically, because people that do that, do the head game thing, that's the way they communicate. So rather than have them completely undo that, they are going to still have some hints of it in long term. All right, what's going to happen between A and I for the rest of this month? Let's check it out. Oh, let's go straight for this one. Let's do this one. This is one that I just don't use enough. And everybody asks what it is. And I'd love to tell you, it is the Universal Celtic or Celtic. Universal Celtic or Celtic depends on how you treat the word. Because some people get really pissed when I say Celtic. And other people get really pissed when I say Celtic. I can't make everybody happy. So I'm going to do both. And you can choose which one you like. You can choose which one you like. All right, potato. All right, what's going to between A and I for the rest of this month? Knight of Swords, Chariot, Moon, and Ace of Cups. Oh my, are you separated? Are you together? What is going on with this? Because there is a lot of activity here. I say a lot of activity because we have two movement cards right next to each other. We have the Chariot, obviously an important movement card, critical card to see at any rate. And the Knight of Swords, again, another movement card. Very quick, very fast paced. It feels like that they need to get moving. There's a lot of action here. Either you're moving, you're taking a trip, there's some emergency that happens, there's something that happens that just triggers a lot of motion, a lot of action. We got a ton of it here. Something triggers this as far as that goes. Now, granted, we're at the end of the month. So you're looking at the end of the month. I think some of this bleeds over into May, quite frankly. The Moon and Ace of Cups. It does lead into a different opportunity or something that feels like a opportunity that should have been here before but never came in. You needed this. The door is now open by the end of the month where you can engage in something. You can go for something that you couldn't go for before. The Ace of Cups, right? Definitely an emotional based thing. It feels like there are a lot of activities going on, especially in the front. But yeah, you definitely have your month cut out for you. The end of the month is not going to be dull. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. A lot of people want to know the rules. The rules are there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. So there is no list, my friends. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Because a lot of people, if you're new, I think most people use a list, but I don't. And the reason I don't is explained in my old book and my new book. And I just say, actually my old book. I didn't put that in my new book. My new book, I really kind of wanted to dial down the duplicate type of information. So I sort of left some of that out. But anyway, is my ex involved with anyone? We got a third party situation here. Before we do a third party situation, by the way, entertainment purposes only. I am a fat man reading tarot cards. So, take it as an entertainment reading. Charisma, welcome, by the way. Paula, Annie, Hazel, Mariana, what is going on? KSW, Katie, and JJ, welcome. If I didn't already welcome you before, what is going on? It is Wednesday, my friends. It is time for a hump day. It is hump day, and I do love some humping. I do love hump day, and that's because Friday is just around the corner. All right. Is the ex involved with somebody? Technically, it's not a third-party situation because you're not humping them. But yeah, I do think they are involved with somebody. I do think that happened. The Ace of Discs. All right. Somebody came in and they had a little bit of a chance or a little bit of a connection. I think your ex jumped on it. Your ex leaped on it. like $100 bill floating around on the street. Your ex got on top of that quick, just at the opportunity. I think it was sort of maybe a rebound thing, or maybe a thing where they just needed something new. They needed something like that. They missed that connection. They missed all of that other stuff. I think it's yes. I think it is yes. I think we got the thumbs up on this one because we get the Ace of Discs. It points to something that's going to be steady, but it's sort of a birth of something. I just met somebody. They got a little bit of a chance. I'm ready to sort of launch it forward in that. Two of Discs change. I don't think they want change. I think they want back to what you had. They want back to what that love, right? That connection, all that. If I have to reach for it, if I have to stretch goal it here with this additional person, that works. But that's going to be the Hanged Man. There is some adjustment that does need to be made for the new thing, right? For the new relationship, there is some adjustment that needs to be made. They're willing to do that. Again, I think they miss the connection. They miss all of the things that go along with a relationship. And I think justice, the adjustment says that they're able to sort of navigate that. They're able to sort of do whatever they need to do to keep in that. But that's just going to be something that's important to them. I think that they miss you. I think that they, a little bit of a missing relationship or some things that I want, some things that we used to do that I just don't do anymore. I got to have that, right? I got to have that. And you just get in a situation where it's like, hey, whoever's available, you seem to work okay. All right. How attracted is the Aquarius to me? Or is he not attracted at all? Is he not attracted at all? Is he, is he or isn't he? I want to go for the art tarot. By the way, I'm still working on the frickin' book. So I submitted it to the printers and they said that one of my fonts is vanishing on their printing machine. So my font is some style that they can't pick up, and they made me redo all the fonts. So that's taken literally days. So I'm working on it though. But Jesus, that's a lot of work. Got to go through all 209 pages and change everything again. So yeah, there's that. So working on it, but slow going. It's, I said it would be May, and May it is definitely going to be. There's not going to be any book anytime soon. All right, so I'm going to resubmit it, and with the new fonts that hopefully are typefaced correctly. Okay, how attracted is the Aquarius to me? Six of Wands says pretty nice. Five of Cups, not so much. Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords. We have like a good, bad situation. It feels like, we have a mixture here. This not something Cappy. This is not something that's just easy sailing or smooth sailing, where everything just works out. Everything just blends well. Everything just flows nicely. This ain't one of those. It's like that we have a very roller coaster type of ride here, Cappy, where we have the Six of Wands. We feel like that we have a lot of attraction. There is something between Cappy and I where we need to get something on. We need to communicate. We need to sort of be in that situation. But then it's like that I have the situation with Cappy. I can think of exactly what I want to do. I'm pretty good mood with Cappy. It seems like that's great. But then I'm like, well, this is really kind of too easy. I'm getting bored. And I need something that's different. The Five of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment. It's almost like Cappy. When we get together, maybe I'm just a little bit bored. There's not enough excitement. There's not enough adventure. Maybe that's my own thing, but that's okay. Seven of Swords says I'm willing to come back and try it again. Try it in a different realm. Try it in a different way. And maybe modify some things and see if that's going to make it better. Bottom line, right? Four of Swords says that, yeah, it's going to take a long time. I mean, we do have situations where we just feel like we're separated, where we can't get together, where we don't have everything in sync. And then some days everything just works. It's just like literally like magic. And we don't know where in this realm we need to be. We don't know where we're going to settle in this realm. But, we'll give it a shot. So, yeah, the Cappy, there you go. a little bit too much information, but tonight is too much information night. I can see it already. I'm dizzy from doing the book all day. All right. Thank you for your donation. Love reading for Alan and Isabel. Alan and Isabel, the woman across the hallway. That sounds like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Does he feel committed to me, or is he still thinking about the ex? Oh, no. Why does he talk about me as the woman and not my girlfriend? Oh, okay. So he doesn't have a name for you. It sounds like you have no name. It sounds like that he is really just sort of negating your power and using you as a title rather than a girlfriend. Oh my, that's not a good situation at all. All right, let's get the love reading out here and find out why you are the woman across the hall instead of the girlfriend. Is that something? Is the ex on his mind? Is he leaving himself open to other women? I don't think he wants to be 100% in the relationship. Oh my, that's 7? That's 7? I don't think he wants to be 100% in there. He's like, well, if I can get in there and I can be about 80, 85%, that'd be pretty good. And then 15%, I'll be, sort of available and looking around and sort of checking things like that. Because being fully committed hurts. Being fully committed may not be the best situation for me, right? Maybe I need a little bit of space sometimes. Maybe I don't want to get into a situation. Okay, it almost feels like that they're scared of getting hurt, basically. If they commit 100%, they commit 100%, now they've leaned in too far. And now they have the option of getting hurt. I don't think that's what they want. They want to sort of be a little bit on the casual side, pull back a little bit. If I'm not fully committed, I can't be broken up with, right? Annie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So being non-committal gives me the space to where I don't need to get hurt. I'm not going to get hurt because, hey, I never committed anything. I never did. This is the woman across the hallway. But yeah, you get that availability where I don't have to do that. And plus the Ace of Wands, I have more maneuverability too. If I want to change the state of this, if I want to move this into a different type of thing, I still can. I have more power. And power and fear of getting hurt is what's driving this person. Hello, B. By the way, Alan and Isabella. Hello, welcome to stream or something. I don't know if maybe Hello, B will just sort of give you that information. Miley, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, JJ, how will the son's surgery go? Let's do that. By the way, people are getting hardcore banned off of YouTube for doing medical readings. So this is not a medical reading. This, my friends, we are translating into a general reading for JJ. And JJ, if you see anything here that you can sort of loosely translate to whatever situation you need to be in, because no, they're literally hardcore banning people that are giving medical advice. And even though this is not really medical advice, I need to stay far away from it. So we're going to turn it into a general reading for you, Jay. Turn it into a general and let you know what the cards say about the general reads. I mean, we'll see about that to see how that goes. All right. Let's see. A general. We got the King of Pentacles. It is a time where we're pretty comfortable with the pathway that we have going. We are, right? Because I think people are working hard. And they are working diligently towards a goal. And that's a good thing because the situation is all about teamwork. Okay. What's the difference, my friends? I talk about in this book, in the book that's never going to come out, apparently. The 3 and the 8, they look so damn similar. The 3, you got some dude working. The 8, you got some dude working again. What the hell's the difference? 3 is about teamwork. It is about the specifications being handed off into the scroll right here to this person over here. It's about teamwork. It's about the effort combined. And that teamwork wins. The teamwork works, right? There is some controversy. There is a little bit of strife, a little bit of fight in here. And it is a matter of, sort of a body fighting, or somebody fighting to sort of get better, or somebody fighting to sort of get into a situation, right? And this is a lot of times in a recovery mode or trying to get into the next stage, you feel like you're by yourself. You do have a team effort to get you to this stage to where you get your modifications. But then it is up to you to fight. It's up to you to fight. Do the things that you need to do to get better, and do the things that are required in order to make improvements upon things. So basically, you're sort of getting, because after you get out of a rough situation, now you need to do, like, you need to walk, or you need to do this medication or whatever. So it's about fighting. It's about getting that mode, getting that fight, and just knocking out whatever was wrong. And now that you have the new team effort giving you the new chance. Okay. Love reading between me and the ex in the next 6 months. Are you and the ex involved? Or are you trying to get the ex to come back? Let me know. Let me know if you and the ex are involved or trying to come back, because that could be a different reading. I don't know. Either way, we are using... By the way, do you like the black background? I like that. I think I needed to do that on all unboxings from now on. I'm editing the unboxing of the White Newman Tarot. And every time I bump up the contrast, the background bumps up too. So it got to where the background was fighting with the cards for your attention. And I was just like, all right, I need to swap this out and change this very quickly, right? Christina, welcome. What is going on? YouTube sucks with those set of topics. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You got to be careful out there. You don't want to get banned. All right. Love reading between you and the ex. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. If you and the ex trying to get back. Okay. So it's separate, but trying to get back with that. 8 of Cups, that's going to be kind of rough, especially next to the 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. So basically, this is a thumbs down. It's difficult. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm just saying that it's difficult. Okay, that 10 of Cups, it's almost like the good times are behind us. That we had the good times. We were there. You and I had these good times. In the 10 of Cups, we had everything that we sort of needed, right? The moon, though, we had to go our separate ways, because the moon is all about the lobster hopping into the land from the water. And they desperately need to adjust to this new environment. And it is a new environment. We're not happy home anymore. We're in different environments. 8 of Cups says we left for a reason. We did. We didn't just leave randomly. We didn't bail because we felt like bailing. We left for a good reason. The 8 of Cups is that journey outward, the journey into the next big thing. 5 of Pentacles, was it a rough journey? Was it a rough journey? I think so. I think it was a rough journey indeed. Getting back is going to be difficult. We had the good times before. We seem to have abandoned and moved on. It was rough indeed. We're just in a situation of unknown at this point. Sort of like we're in a little bit of limbo here. But yeah, it just feels like that this is going to be difficult to get back to that, because the 8 of Cups, there is that leaving aspect. There is that continual motion. The 8 of Cups is an interesting card. It's all about motion. It's sort of a movement card, but not really. But it is about the motion. The motion is still going on. That separation motion is still going on. And you got to kind of stop that, reverse it back, and sort of fix some of that. Christina, thank you for donating for Paula. I appreciate that. Paula, let me know what your question is. In the meantime, let's do Annie. What do you see happening between Matthew and I? Annie, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that again. Let's see if you and Matthew can get back started. If you and Matthew can get it on, we'll do the Gregory Scott Tarot with this. I mean, I'm just saying. Universal Celtic and the Wolf Tapestry. Ooh, the wolves. I do love a good tapestry, I gotta say. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Hosting Love Apples. Love Apples, let me know what your question is. All right. Light Energy, welcome to the stream. What is going on? So, Matthew and you, how does it work out? How is this going to work? Oh my, this is a rough one. This is kind of rough, a little bit on the rough side. You got the Tower. You got the worry and concern. You got the aloneness, the alone aspect as well. Speaking of Wolf, what's going on, Wolf? Yeah, let's check that out. The only really redeeming quality that you have here is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of, okay. What you put into it will be what you get out of it. Between you and Matthew, what you put into it is what you get out of it. I think there's an opportunity here to be too comfortable or to be in a situation where you're like, this seems okay. I'm not really going to do any work, or I'm not really going to do any maintenance on this particular thing, right? Which that works during the honeymoon period. But after that's over, now all of a sudden you do have to put in some effort. And I think that's where you're headed. What you put into it is what you basically are going to get out of it. The Tower says it's not going to be a simple, easy connection once everything sort of gets rolling 100%. It feels like that, yeah, the Tower is a rough card. The Tower is rough to sort of get going and rough to get started. One of the harder points is rebuilding the Tower even after it's crumbled, right? Nine of Swords says there may be too much thought going into the entire thing to begin with. Maybe this is not something that could work 100%. Maybe this is something that needs a little more TLC than either one is capable of doing. But the Nine of Swords does say that, yeah, there is some concern about the situation going in. Now, Pentacles says it's entirely doable. Now, Pentacles is if I work towards something, will I get my goal, right? And YouTube user, thanks for your donation. But the Hermit says, ultimately, it's all about what you do and how we treat the relationship and how we sort of treat each other that is going to make the biggest difference within this realm. So, I mean, there it is. There it is, Miley Cyrus. What career will the husband have? Let's see. Let's see what career the husband's got going by using a good career deck, which is this one right here. And this one right here is indeed the best career deck ever. It's the Mons Tarot. You need more Mons. You need more Mons Tarot. That is going to be the key right here. All right. Career and a husband. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Well, let's see. What career are they going to have? What type of thing are they going to be doing? All right. The Nine of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. Definitely something on a management side. Coordinating people. Getting people to do the things that they need to do. Getting some activity. Trying to figure out sort of what the next step. Project manager. Manager of maybe some people. Somebody that coordinates something, right? Basically. Wheel of Fortune, so what comes around goes around. They're in charge of making the wheel go round. They need to make the wheel go round, and that's going to be a key component here because they're pretty good at that, right? Midnight Wolf, we got another wolf. It is Wolf Night tonight. I'm telling you that. Midnight Wolf, thank you for your donation. Jazz Winder, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What is going on? The Nine of Cups says they're also good at relating to people. They're good at making people, say, hey, I wouldn't mind doing what this person says because they're relatable. They seem to know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They're good overall. It just feels like that they're sort of in that coordination effort. Okay. And justice finally says that they do have to dish out some justice sometimes. If somebody's not on point with a project, they're going to have to, bring the hammer down. If we have some problems with somebody in the institution or the company or whatever, then we need to deal with that. Justice says they don't have a problem doing that, right? Because they sort of know how to handle that. They have that aspect of them. So there you go. There you go. A little bit on the career guessing side. All right, we got a question for Paula. Paula wants to know something, I assume. I'm not watching chat that way. You're going to upload a vid. Hugs. Okay, take care, Christina. Thanks, Christina. Look ahead for May. What is around that corner? What is going to happen in May? Let's get a look with that by using the Shadowland. Shadowland knows what is going to happen in May. By the way, entertainment purposes only. You know what I mean? A little bit of the entertainment purposes only as we go through the reads, go through them reads. What do we got? Look around, look ahead for May. May's pretty good for work. I think, Paula, them projects that you've been doing, things that you have been working on, they really, really sort of come to a head in May. They do. They come around. It feels like I'm getting the rewards. I'm seeing progress. It's like, playing an instrument or something, right? You're trying to learn, I don't know, guitar or something. And you practice and you practice. One day you're just decent. One day you're pretty good. I think that's where you're at. I think that guitar practice, the practice that you've been doing, the work that you've been doing on the channel, the work that you've been doing sort of on the side and whatnot really comes about and brings you this reward. The Three of Pentacles says the work that you're doing really gets you the reward that you need, because the Six says that you get gifts from other people. It could be attention. It could be money. It could be emotional satisfaction. But people are going to come around and really sort of, make your day. Make your day, because I think that's where you're coming out in the next month. Page of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles, it does say that you are on the precipice of making a decision. You're on that hill. You're just like, I need to go this way, that way. I need to find out what decision, what things like that. Make sure that when the decision comes, it's well researched, because I don't think that you want to walk into a situation where all of a sudden, boom, things just aren't working. You made the wrong choice. You want to back up. It's too late to back up. You already have it out there. The Page of Pentacles says correct decisions are going to be key. So don't leap into anything. Don't commit to anything too soon. Make sure that you have that research behind you before you leap in with both feet into the pool. Love Apples had a question as well. Love Apples wants to know, my friend found out about my boyfriend. Nakona, thank you for your donation. Taryn, what is going on? By the way, if you're new here and you've never been here before, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. There is no list. There is no list on this channel. It is all about donations and then random picks. And if you wonder where the donations are at, we are here. And then we have a few more. So we got a couple more. It's a pretty good night. It's a pretty good night. We don't have like 42 like we had the other night. So nice and relaxed. It's one of those nights that just nice and relaxed, just sort of chill. Everybody's here. Everybody's looking at the tarot tower and seeing what good cards we got in the tarot tower and put them on the table. And I'm just saying, it's one of those chill nights. We got time to shuffle tonight. You know what I mean? Normally I don't shuffle. Normally I'll shuffle before or after the stream, but I'll shuffle today. Get a nice pick in there. Nice, relaxed, checking it out, seeing what is up tonight. What is up tonight? All right. Let's see. Is what my friend found out about my boyfriend true? All right. We got some dirty gossip going on about the boyfriend. We want to know what's happening with that. Is it true? Is the things true that we have learned? We researched, we looked, we scanned the environment, we researched. Dev, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. We researched, we looked, we scanned the environment, and we heard some information from other people. Secrets. They said, you know, we got some information. We researched it. We looked. We looked. We found out these things. Now, it's a little bit not exactly what they said. It is a little bit in there. In other words, it's 60, 70% truth and about 30% not true. We got a little bit, you remember in like school where you had secrets and you passed a secret from one person to the next. And when you got to the end, the secret was completely freaking different because people exaggerated. That's what you got. You got that, right? Sean, thank you for your donation. But yeah, it says that it's exaggerated. 70% true? Yeah. 30% not true? Yeah. You have to determine what's not true and what's true, basically. The tower, don't let everything fall down because of something that has been exaggerated, something that has been put through the ringer before it got to you. So, I mean, yeah, because people love dirty laundry, just like the song. People love dirty laundry. And the dirtier they can hand it to you, the better. So if I get some information that says this deck has 78 cards, I may tell you it has 80 cards just so you be a little more excited about it. Because, or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Dirty laundry is always a bad thing, but people just can't divorce themselves from it. All right, we'll do it. This might hurt tarot for this one. Why did I meet M? Well, N, you met M because that's a letter before your name. You got to have it. You need to have it. You can't have N without M. M goes before N. Okay. Why did you meet this person? King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Sun. Basically, they improve your life. They improve your life. I'm not saying exactly 100%. I don't think that they're just going to drag you out from being homeless and all of a sudden you're a multimillionaire. They improve your life a little bit, almost like in increments, right? The Four of Pentacles, I think that you have a lot of stuff in. You have a lot of stuff that you're holding back, a lot of stuff that you just don't share with people. You're kind of a private person. A lot of stuff that you just don't share with people. And the Four of Pentacles says maybe you're held back a little bit. I think that M brings you out a little. It brings you out of that mode, right? Taran, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The King of Swords as well says they sort of give you the opportunity that you need to do some other stuff as well. And the Sun, again, they bring that sunlight. They bring things in, okay? I think that they shine light sort of on what you do, and they make you be a little bit different or a different person or a different approach to things. And that's sort of what you need. That is sort of what you need sometimes, because I think if you're just by yourself, I think that if you just do your own thing, you don't have a little bit of shakeup, eventually you just get bored. Where's the connection between AH and I? Where is that headed, my friends? Well, the wheel's going to let us know, because I'm just saying, the wheel has all of the capabilities that you need right here. And if we have a good new connection, I think that is going to be super powerful force. It's going to be super powerful force. Where's it going? The world says this has more opportunity than what you think. It does. It has more growth opportunity. It has more sort of a feeling of we can do things differently. We can do things together. We have a growth opportunity here, right? And that's what you need, that Queen of Cups. You need that emotional satisfaction. You need that emotional hook. And I think that you're going to get that. I think that you're going to get that with AH. Sam, welcome. What is going on? The biggest thing about AH for me here is they force us to make choices that we otherwise would not make. And that's sort of a downside, because a lot of times you just want to go on autopilot. You just want to let the autopilot go. You want to fall asleep. You want to read a book. You don't want to do all of these things at the same time. But the Two of Wheels is a connection, the balance, the decisions need to be made. I think they force you to make some decisions you otherwise would not make. And, that's sort of where you're going to be. That is going to be something that you got to sort of deal with over time. Does AH have any romantic feelings for me? Let's use the same deck. Get a little bit of a shuffle. Luckily, we grab from different parts of the deck. So that's one of the key points here. That's why I like my system. I like my system because you end up getting different cards. All right. Any romantic feelings? Well, we say different cards. We got one. Romantic feelings, I would say a little bit. Not huge, but a little bit. Okay, the Seven of Cups, we do have some feelings. We do have some emotions within there. Death says that they're willing to make some adjustments for that. And thank you for your donation. They're willing to make some adjustments for that. But yeah, they have a little bit. I wouldn't say strong emotions, not like they're just going to sort of leap out and, start making out in the corner. It just doesn't feel like that, right? It feels more of a situation where they're willing to make some adjustments to you. They're willing to sort of get that connection going a little bit, but are they willing to sort of move in full speed? Definitely not. It does not feel that they are willing indeed to move in full speed. Sam, thank you for your donation. Midnight Wolf is my channel worth keeping. Let's see if we can keep this channel by using the light seers. Because if you're going to keep a channel going, you need the light seers. You do. Because that is going to be important. Because sometimes you just don't know where the channel's headed. It could be headed nowhere. Or it could be headed everywhere. You don't know until you do it. Until you do it. Sam, let me know what your question is. You're all good? You're all good. The channel is definitely mixed. It's mixed. One of the problems that you have is you're all over the place. The Seven of Cups, too many choices, too many things. Maybe I'm trying to grasp all of these objects that are within my reach. Maybe I'm trying to do all of these things at once. It's too much. The focus could be too broad. The focus could be not focused enough. It could be something where we need to definitely poke our head into a particular realm. The Lover says we found what we like doing, but the problem is you just can't figure out which way to focus. That Two of Swords, we're blinded. We're getting hit from birds from all over, right in the eyeball. We need to determine where the focus is and where the focus is should be. Because a lot of times we could be super excited to make, let's say the Tasty Tarot. We could be super excited to make the Tasty Tarot. But then, in reality, nobody wants it. So we need to cut bait at some point. We need to figure out where the focus is. The focus should be maybe on a book, which is going to be more interesting and appeal to more people than the Tasty Tarot. You got to find that focus. You can't do everything to everybody. Eight of Cups says you need to be able to cut bait and leave some things. Is a channel worth keeping if you find the focus? What people like, what you like, that middle ground? Absolutely. You need to cut bait with some things, though. You can't keep it all. Don't keep it all. Don't keep everything in motion. You're not going to be successful until you get that focus that people want to see and that you want to do. That matching made in heaven. Nakona, what path do I need to better my tarot reading? Well, let's see about this by using the Modern Witch. Using the Modern Witch knows what is going to be good for some tarot reading and what is not going to be good for tarot reading. Because you gotta find that middle ground there. That's definitely one of those things, you know what I mean? That's what she said. No, NN wants to know the D's feelings towards me. I mean, we're gonna get to that in a minute. But what path do I need now to better my reading skills? The Chariot means keep moving. Don't get comfortable. I think that you found this little comfy place in the corner. It's all warm. It's all warm and nice. We can settle down and we can just, do what we do. We got our comfort zone. Let's fend. Don't do that. You need to get your ass moving. We got the Chariot. We got the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. This is an ass moving read. This is an ass moving deck. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving. The path is to keep going. That's where you get a lot of time, right? You know the path. I don't think there's some mystery, mystery. Where am I going to be? No, you know where to go. You know where you go that way. You know exactly where to go. The problem is you got a little too comfortable. The problem is you got settled down. You're just like, man, this is nice and warm over here. I'm going to sit here and relax. Don't do that. You need to keep going. The reading is all movement cards, literally. Nakona, keep moving, keep going, keep action, keep coordinating. The Queen of Wands is CEO. Get what you need and get moving. That's bottom line. This is just yelling at the top of their lungs. Get moving. A lot of nights. Chariot, everything is a movement card except for one. The message is pretty clear. Here. Dev, what is my life purpose? Well, let's find out. What's a good life purpose deck? I think if I'm going to have somebody's life purpose in my hands, we are going to go with the Gilded Tarot Royale, because I'm just saying, Cheryl Marchetti knows. Emma, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. We got a lot of good stuff tonight. It's like full steam ahead tonight. We're literally just rocking the house tonight. That's what's going on. It is nothing but rocking the house tonight. All right, let's see. What is my life purpose? Queen of Wands is back. That is the CEO. That is coordinated. Hermit, Ace of Wands, and Page of Swords. I think you're an idea person. Dev, you're an idea person. Ideas. You're an idea person. I don't think you have any shortage. I think that you're constantly coming up with ideas. I think you're constantly having some inspirations. You have a lot of things going through your head. I think you're one of those that just has a lot of things on their mind all the time. And through that, you just have ideas. I think some of those are going to strike big, quite frankly. Ace of Wands with the pure fire, the pure exhilaration, the pure action with that. And the Page of Swords, not sure what to do with a lot of these ideas. Some of these ideas are not mine. And some of these ideas need to be shared. And they need to be sort of coordinated, and they need to be in other people's hands so they can take them and run. I think that is where you're at. I think your life purpose is to basically just be inspirational, to have these ideas, to share these with other people, obviously to get paid for some of them as well, to run with the ones that you can run with, that you are inspired by, that you do know that will work. I think you just generate that. It is the Queen of Wands. You need to know what to do with some of these things. You need to know where to go with some of these. Obviously, we can't do them all. So getting these out in the open, getting this stuff done. A lot of people just need the inspiration. I think that you're where it's at. A lot of people just need a little inspiration spark. You got creative people doing tarot. You got people that are painting. You got people that are making music. I think that you could like dip your toes in all of that and just like boom, and just make that boom, that big thing. You'll see this in the magic community. Okay. You have magicians like David Copperfield. He hires somebody to think up tricks. And these people think up this wild, cool-ass tricks to do. And he hires them and he pays them a lot of money. It's about the generation of the ideas, the generation of these things that really brings together sort of what you want to do and what other people need. So people like people need inspiration, they're willing to pay. People need inspiration for art or something, they're willing to pay. People need ideas for magic tricks, they're willing to freaking pay. People making a lot of money out there, just the idea people. The ideal people make the world go. They really make the world go. School's over. How's the summer love looking for China? Ooh, we need some summer love. We need to dip our toes into that summer love, or dip something into the summer love. I'm just saying, it may not be our toes. It may not be our toes that we're dipping. I mean, we got the hearts. We have the hearts. By the way, in case you're wondering what this is, you're like, that's a nice deck of cards. What is it? Well, it's oil pastels, first off. Why am I showing the cue? It's oil pastels, first off. And second off, it is called the Modern Love Tarot. Okay. Look at the gilded edges. Oh my, that's beautiful. Okay, school is over, I gotta say. It's time to dip into that summer love. It's gonna be a rough ride. Not gonna be the best ride. Three of Swords says this is indeed a summer love. That's okay. that's okay. If we have to ditch them, that's all right. If we have to sort of, hit it and quit it, that's all right. With friends with benefit, that's okay. Love doesn't have labels. Love goes where love needs to go. And if we need to back away from some people, that's going to be all right. But we may want to hit it and quit it this summer. We may want to have a short-term relationship. We may not want to fully invest in everything over the summer. This could be one of those summers where we just want to ride high and free, And that Knight of Wands says mobility is one of the keys here. Man, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Mobility is one of the keys here because you don't want to get stuck into something that you just, China. You don't want to get one of those where you can't get rid of them. Three of Swords says be prepared for, something a little bit on the unusual side, something going on. Summer love looks good. Summer love looks temporary. It does. Will my love come home to me in the next 2 weeks? Oh my, a nice yes or no question we got there. We can do a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
All right, we need a yes or no on here, quite frankly. We just need a yes or no. We're going to go yes over here and no down here. We're going to see what happens. Yes. Who wins? Yes and no. I'm going to say yeah. Well, wait a minute. This is bad. When my love come home to me, it takes 2 weeks. This is the home card, and this is the emotional satisfaction kind of card. Damn, this looks good. We're going out on a limb. Because 2 weeks is such a short time frame, we're going out on a limb over here. I'm going to say yes. Why am I going to say yes? Wolf knows. Wolf, where you at, Wolf? Back me up. Wolf knows this is the castle card. This is the home card. It is. Power, whatever. It's the castle card. It's the home card. It's about having that comfort, having the ability to be home, be comfortable, and have that protection, have that, sort of have all that good stuff. That's on the yes side, as well as we have this sort of the smooth emotional satisfaction, smooth emotional going that we have. It's a yes. No is looking pretty weird, though, I got to say. No is looking like this person is mobile. Man, how long are they going to stay? Taryn, how long are they going to stay? That's my question. I mean, you got the Princess of Wands, the dynamic, the fun. They like to have fun. They like to be mobile. They like to be free, Oh my, the D.
Everybody loves the D.
What are the D's feeling towards me? Let's stay with Thoth. Wolf came all the way from Australia into the stream. All the way from Australia, he used TCP/IP packets. All the way from there, actually, I think it's UDP. Is it UDP? I think it's UDP because there's maybe. Well, no, you have YouTube does get some feedback. TCP/IP, whatever. Anyway, but yeah. Let's go for that. What are the D's feelings towards me? The D is a bit on the dramatic side. I think ultimately that's going to be the biggest problem here. It's going to be a little bit on the dramatic side. It does feel that way. We got two disappointing cards here. It does feel that way. We have a little bit too much drama. We have a little bit too much of everything, quite frankly, that comes through here. And this is a very sort of volatile situation in some cases. I'm just going to go with thumbs down. It looks rough. We got two emotionally disappointing cards. We got a drama starter over here with this one. When she's reversed, she's not all that happy. And we got just this feeling of, I'm more mobile. I need to be free. I need my freedom. It just feels like it. It feels like the D may just need to be free. You may need the D to hang free because sometimes the D needs to air out, So I'm just saying, sometimes the D needs to air out. All right. Samantha has a couple of questions. Will my boyfriend at the end of the year be long-term? Let's see. We got a lot of short-term cards. We're going to need to figure out, if this is going to be a long-term end of the year. That is around, it's around the holidays. Having a boyfriend around the holidays it makes a lot of sense. It does. It does. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and Strength. Let me get one more card. One more card. Come on, give me something decent. Knight of Cups. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Cara, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I'm going to say no. I mean, it really feels like that there could be some opportunities here, but if you're looking for long term, that doesn't feel like it. The King of Pentacles is pretty reliable. I'm not saying that they're long term or saying that they're short term. I think it's more of a midterm, okay? Sort of in between that space, because the Ace of Wands, they end up sort of getting into an adventure. They end up getting into the next sort of feel. And the Knight of Cups, they are Mr. Romance. They are Mr. Romance. They got to go. They got to move on. And the strength and the courage required sort of put up with them is one of those things. But oh man, yeah, it feels challenging. I don't think it's gonna be long term. I think it's gonna be midterm. It's something that sort of goes the distance for a bit and then crumbles down during the midterm season. Right? Samantha, should I create a tarot oracle deck this summer? I'm gonna say yes. Sam. The more tarot decks we have available, the better off we're going to be. You know what I mean? And for this one, Sam, the Poe knows. The Poe knows. The Poe's going to get it and throw it down and let you know. I'm defaulting to yes. Why wouldn't you make a tarot or oracle deck this summer? Well, because there's a lot of work involved, but other than that, I think that you can start. This is a go. This is a thumbs up here. Obviously, we have a lot of things happening. Okay. I think that you should start out with an oracle deck. Why do we say that? Because we have the Tower. Now, Sam, when school starts up, when summer is over, you need to have the whole thing finished up. And that's difficult for 78 freaking cards. Sometimes we need to just do maybe a little oracle. Maybe make 30, 35 cards. It's a hell of a lot easier. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. We are ending soon, by the way. We eventually got to leave. But Ace of Pentacles says start that project. Do it. Get it done. We are going to have another tarot deck or oracle deck. Hooray! And that's what we need. We need more decks. Knight of Wands is, again, a movement card. It is all about having the flames, the fire, and anything that you can wrap up over the summer, right? Anything that you can wrap up over the summer, because the Tower says life gets in the way, Sam. Life gets in the way. Don't get some big ass project and all of a sudden you have to work on it and now you forget about it and now it's not done. Get something that you can wrap up over the summer. What does A feel about me? Emma wants to know. Let's get Emma a good deck over here. Let's get you a beautiful, gorgeous deck of the Vox Arcana. That's a nice deck. I love that. Photography with pastels. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I love me some pastels. I have a lot of pastels. When I say a lot of pastels, if you saw the collection, you would go, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of pastels. Okay. A's feelings towards me. Great. Jesus, this looks good. This looks so good. This is insane. The sun, first off, if we have feelings, the sun starting us off says they are strong ones. They do think about you. They do have that feel. It does. The King of Pentacles, the stability, the relaxed state, the wanting to get into something is there. It is there and it is very strong. And judgment. I wanted to leap in with both feet. I am willing to leap in with both feet and get it done. That's important there. That is important. So judgment says I'm willing to go that. I'm going to go that distance with you. Go the distance with you. You know what I mean? Going that distance. Mana, what should I do about Mr. Virgo? You got to treat the Virgos good. I mean, me and Wolf will back it up. Me and Wolf will back these facts up. We will, right? Mana. Me and Wolf will back it up for you. What should I do about Mr. Virgo? Well, hopefully this is nice, because you got to treat the Virgos nice. You can't mistreat a Virgo. You just can't. That's illegal. Okay. But what should I do? What action should I take? Where should I be with this Virgo? Ace of Coins says you're gonna have to approach from a pretty logical standpoint. They are a Virgo after all. You have to approach from a pretty logical standpoint, okay? Because the Seven of Swords says that they're gonna come back. It's not something where you're just gonna boot them out and they never come back. They come back. Okay, Seven of Swords is a returning card. They come back. Oh, they may leave as well and take a bunch of swords away. The Four of Cups definitely says that the Virgo doesn't want the same thing all the time. They don't want the same thing all the time. They like a little variety, a little spice in the soup. And you got two aces here. Come on. You got two aces. You need to give them a chance. You need to give them a chance. Two aces? Come on. You look at this. Look at this. This is just silly. It's so obvious. This is just silly. The two aces say to me that you need to give them the opportunity and give them a chance. Because if you do, they will not steal your swords like on the 7. And they will be back. If you don't give them a chance, they will be back anyway. So might as well just relax and keep going with it. Kara, whichever one it is. What are the ex's feelings and thoughts about me? Let's go with a little heaven and earth action and find out, what is that ex doing? How are they smelling over there in the distance? You know, how are they smelling over there in the distance? Oh, what is the ex doing? The Chariot. Okay, we can do that. We can do the 9. We can do that. That's nice. And we can do the Princess. That's fine. I think that they still have some feelings that are grounded in a lot of good stuff. They do have some feelings that are grounded in a lot of good stuff. Annie, thank you for your donation. Annie, let me know what your question is, or did you already ask it? Somebody said they had a question and made a donation, but I don't see the donation. Let me look. Annie, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. All right. They do still have feelings, but keep in mind that they're pretty mobile. Keep in mind that they're not settling. They're not settling down. They want a little bit of expansion. They want a little bit of things to go a little differently than how they went before, right? So they do have good feelings. They do have good memories. The Nine of Coins says that what we had is worthwhile. What we had is worthwhile. That is going to be the key here. So we didn't waste our time. It wasn't something where we just need to trash it and forget about it and memory hole it. That's not the key here. What we had was nice. Do they want it again? Well, they're a little bit mobile right now, but talk later. Talk later. That's going to be one of the key factors here, because they do want something that's going to be, a little bit more on the stable side, something that's not going to go through the same paces. And that's going to be one of the keys here, right? YouTube user, my current job secure long-term. Well, we all want to know that. We all want to know that, YouTube. We all want to know that. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. If your job is secure, if your job sucks and you're going to get fired tomorrow, whatever it is, it's entertainment purposes only, my friend. This is the Hermetic Tarot. A lot of people don't like black and white tarots. This is my one exception. This is the one that has so much deep, rich symbolism in it. I can talk for hours. I'll lose my voice, but I can damn sure talk for hours. Is the current job secure? 3 of Wands, Temperance, and the 8 of Wands. I think so. I think we're giving it a thumbs up. 8 of Wands is the motion card that I didn't want to see, quite frankly, in this read. Okay? It is the motion card that I didn't want to see in this read. And it's upside down, which is perfect. That means there's no movement. There's no exit. There's no forcing it out. Temperance says there's a nice balance between work and availability, work and pay. You're not getting paid too much, you know, they're not, and as well as the employees are not just going through the door every 5 minutes. So you don't have a continual cycle, people leaving and coming and going, right? Three of Wands says you do need to keep your eyes open for other opportunities, basically. You need to keep your eyes open for other opportunities. That's going to be the key point. Don't get so comfortable. Don't get so comfortable that you're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Annie donated. Annie, if you have a question, email me, Annie. My email address is right there. And if you don't get your question tonight, email me and I will get your question tomorrow, first thing. Okay. So no hurry. Let me know what your question is. Just email me and the address is down there. The address is also right here. And I will get your question tomorrow. Andrew is the last reading of the night. All right, Andrew, let's find out what you want to know. Andrew, thank you for, Christina, thank you for hosting. Andrew, appreciate that. Fun reading, just haven't really had much to ask. Okay, climbing up everyone is intenseful. You don't have a question either. Okay, no response or no progress on the romance angle. Actually taking the last of my quarantine away to do some things, then be in the past. Okay, so Andrew, do you have a question? Let me know. Christina's going to be upset if you don't ask a question. I'm just saying. Yeah, let me know, Andrew, what your question is. In the meantime, we can just hang out here. We can do Andrew tomorrow. Sure, we'll do Andrew tomorrow. So, Andrew, email me your question. And Annie, email me your question. In the meantime, we are out.